Hey all, and welcome back for another HellfireComms Patreon Quick Look. It's actually been a while since we've done one of these. Christmas was a busy season, so we have a whole bevy of them waiting for you now. Let's start with Dead Space for the Xbox 360. This was commissioned by Robert Hollander, and it's a bit of a horror game. It had 3 games in its series before it kind of bit the dust. Tanner, do you have more info for us?
It actually had 4, because one of them was a Wii shooter, and there's like a first-person style railgun shooter, and from what I've heard, it's probably one of the best ones, which is surprising, because normally the Wii side games are a bit weird. It also got an anime. Did you know that? There was a Dead Space anime? Yep. There was a anime prequel movie, which, wow. They did a lot of those in that era. They did that for Dragon Age, which I got to see the premiere of while I was working at BioWare. That was an experience to see in the theater.
Nice.
Because it has a personal theater there. What was it? The, Dante's Inferno got one. So there was a weird era where like Halo got multiple, where every studio was like, yo, let's just make an anime. So Dead Space is one of them.
So what is Dead Space about? I mentioned horror, but how did this game define itself compared to like the other horror games of at the same time, I suppose?
I think it's just that it's one that was actually legitimately frightening without being... I mean, there is a couple just horrible jump scares.
Oh,
one
God.
in particular that I know, like, gets so many people. But for the most part, there's a great atmosphere, and the story's interesting, and it's sort of like, what if the movie Alien was done really well as a game?
I'm sorry, whenever someone says what if, my mind immediately falls back onto the fucking Black Mirror meme, like, what if aliens were scary? What if your mom did a jump scare? What the fuck is up with her hair?
It's the future. Future hair goes weird, dude.
This looks pretty good for the time it came out. Was this 2008?
This game came out in 2008, correct.
Wow, nice. Same year as Sonic Unleashed. Halcyon year for video games.
You know what? That's a good. I like to do that where I equate what years other things came out to be like, how did this stack up? Because yeah, like this. I mean, to be fair, it is just because there's some god rays on screen, and those make everyone happy.
It's a really nicely blocked scene and whatnot. See, we're in the bottom left here. You have a nice view of the planet and the space station, which will no doubt be molten death on. And, you know, oh, can I look around now? Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we are truly 2008 era gaming.
Yeah, I mean, some people say that he's not exactly your standard... Isaac Clarke being the character we're playing as, not your standard sort of boring space marine type character, but in this game he is entirely silent. And then in the second game, they're like, let's make him speak. Which that happens a lot with games. Halo, Jack, that's it, that's all I can think of.
two
but I'd
whole
say that's
series.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I don't recall Master Chief lacking a voice in the first game, but then again, the only Halo game I've actually played came with the 360 that I'm still using. I've never had a red ring. I guess I've just been lucky and whatnot, but it was Halo 3. It was actually a pretty fun game as well.
Oh yeah, no, I actually love Halo, but that's neither here nor there, because this game is totally not related to Halo at all. It's definitely not Space Marines. Nope.
Yeah, coming in for a bumpy ride. How is this game structured? Is it via chapter? Do you have free roam via the space station? What's going on?
From what I'm looking at the guide, it is chapter based.
Okay.
And yeah, it just seems it's pretty much point A to point B for chapter to chapter.
Makes it very easy to quick look and whatnot, because we got a lot of these to record today, so we'll be hitting that minimum, no doubt, of 20 minutes, but yeah, gotta get a line here. I still have to record with Volk tonight. Shit damn, you guys really need to learn to drive.
If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura.
Well, you did a good job anyway. We're mostly intact here.
I mean, this is like, just watching this is like watching the parents fight, and we're just kind of standing there, like, you know, just quietly in the corner, and we're just like, okay.
Hold still, Isaac. I'm sinking.
It's okay, I'm absolutely fine. I was wearing Iron Man armor. Oh look, there's a health and whatnot.
For everyone.
That's really cool.
All
And
right.
actually,
still got a
spoilers,
job.
the reason I know anything about Isaac Clarke is because he was in PlayStation All-Stars.
I was gonna say.
They used that on his back to show what position you were point-wise. So if you were in first, it was full, and if you were last, it was almost dead, which was a really cool, needless touch. But that game had a lot of those. It's just a shame that the actual game itself was not as cooked as it should have been.
Alright, we can walk, we can look, and we can run. Alright, that's the bumper. I gotta get those two correct. Is that it? You gonna open up for me now?
Nah, that's it. This is it. This is the whole game.
Well, it's been fun. I'm gonna go back and sit down now.
The reason that it's called Dead Space is because that's what it just is. We are dead space. We're waiting for everything to happen around us.
There you go. Picking up health packs, doing this and that. It's all good, Tanner. It's all good.
The real question is this suit like the Master Chief suit that will just like let you poop in it?
Why? Why, Tanner?
You didn't lose power.
Or to be more topical of the era, like the Harry Potter. You heard about that?
Oh god, yeah, like wizards never had toilets originally or initially, and then they just pooped on the spot and disappeared. That's not new. That's been a thing for
It's
ages.
not. I've heard about it for ages, but everyone is bringing it back up because of a Pottermore tweet, and it's the funniest thing to see people discovering that the reason they wear robes is that they can just crap their pants wherever they want. It's wonderful.
What you wanted me to hack? A is to use switch. Okay. Is this it? Well, actually, on the door.
Yeah, it's the big glowy blue hacking panel.
Yay, I did it. That was not hacking as I'd describe it, more pushing myself into an object and then the object unlocks. Oh god, this is weird. I don't usually play third-person games with the camera this close, so it's a little bit disorientating.
Does this use like tank control style, or is it like free walking? Like if you go left to right, is it tanky?
Yeah, it's very tanky, which I assume was
Okay.
the point. The disorientation is obviously part of the whole horror genre. You know, it cripples you a teeny bit, more so in like Resident Evil, and then ups the fright by having you very, like, defenseless. Well, varying levels of defenseless.
Do you have a quick turn? Press like backwards and A usually is what it is for I know, and I'm just going off of RE4.
Nope.
Does not seem. Ooh, that's scary then. That means you have to do a full turn to turn around. I hate that.
Sorry, what was it you wanted me to do?
Like hold backwards and press A. It's just one of those like things that they do in these types of games that usually will then let you to quick turn and oh, I remember. Okay, I remember. I think I watched. Did the best friends play Dead Space 1?
I want to say 2 because I remember watching that actually.
Yeah, I remember watching it. So I remember some things like the special hand line there. Oh, look at this blood. I'm sure nothing bad will come from that.
Shh, baby, shh, it's fine. Was that the fucking Microsoft XP power on noise? Tanner can't hear this because I'm not feeding him the audio,
But it's just like, I just imagine them like buying the rights to just that sound from Microsoft saying, no, it'll be funny, trust me.
oh god, look at this framing here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's literally framed. The frame of the window is it's internal framing, which shows that they themselves are the ones that are trapped.
I should go back and help them. Oh, I can't.
I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Something's in the room with us. Yeah, this is very much... Woo! So that is the necromorph, the enemies of this game.
Run! Ah! I'm running!
Ooh, he's a waggly boy, huh?
I'm going! You can't stop me! Hey, that's not nice. I don't have a gun. Well, that was very thrilling.
He lives by elevator rules of, well, don't go in a closing door.
No! You need to die. Oh, thank God. I thought a combat tutorial was going to crop up, but I was not ready.
You just see on the bottom of the screen, it's like down, down, forward, forward, punch. Do a Shoryuken.
Evolve or die.
We're gonna get our first weapon here right away. I'm following the guide.
Thank you, Tanner. Bless you. Cut off their limbs. Yeah.
Now this is such a dope idea for a weapon, because it's not even meant to be a weapon. It's literally, hey, let's just take a construction tool that fires chainsaws and you just use them. So you don't want to do headshots in this game.
No.
Because their heads are not what you should be aiming for. Instead, you should aim for their arms and legs to cut them off.
How do you reload exactly? I seem to recall Superman having a problem with this. It's cool, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna Google Dead Space Reload and see if I get somebody's edgy thing. Okay, Yahoo Answers. How do you freaking reload on Dead Space?
How do you freaking load? I need to know!
That's literally someone's asking. Aim, then press X.
Okay. I don't need to do any of that. It's fine.
Yeah, we are currently healthy, despite being stabbed by a dude just a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It was a love tap.
Isaac!
So there's lockers around that you can open up and move around. They have items in them, but nothing too spectacular right now.
Oh, hello.
Are you okay?
More what?
How did they get out of there? The whole place seemed pretty locked down.
They found a vent and crawled through it.
Yeah, that will usually be the case in setups like this.
Now we have to get to the bridge. But first, we gotta repair the tram system.
I'm actually kind of blown away at how good the game still looks, just like down to the textures and everything.
Yeah, and you're not running on a like the Xbox One backwards compatible. You're just on a vanilla 360, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, that is a testament to how good it looked. I mean, back in the day, that was a big thing of like, yeah, like this game looks real nice. And then they decided to do that one campaign that was a bad idea.
Oh no.
Which is your mom hates Dead Space 3.
Oh, I remember that. Did we bring this up during the Joe on the Grudge thing?
I think we did, yes. But it's just like a whole campaign around, oh, this is too scary for your mum. And then they brought it back with, like, there was videos of so many other, like, moms being like, no, this is fun. I'm a cool mom, not like the hired actors you paid.
Die, please. Oh, it just reloads on its own. This is good. Whew.
If I recall, there's also a button to change the orientation of it. So right now you're shooting it like up and down, but you can also shoot it sideways. And as such, you know, for legs, it's better to go for the sideways because then you can cut them off that way.
This is Benson, Tram Engineering.
We get little audio comms and such because, of course, we do.
Forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the...
Sorry, I just wanted to test out the melee.
Oh, doesn't this game have an awesome stomp when an enemy's below you, if I recall?
Yep, just like that.
There you go. If this was a fighting game, that would be an OTG.
That was...
Hello.
That was silly.
That was a little silly. That was an anti-scare.
Yeah, oh, live tramway.
Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
Oh god. Oh, I remember this corridor. Cut off limbs to kill quickly, dismember enemies to slow them. You got it. Who left money here, and why?
Thank you for the space dollars. I will buy some space fish.
Delicious, delicious space protein.
I don't like the idea of it just being called credits in the future.
I'm fine with it. It's ambiguous enough to be like, whatevs.
Call them E-bucks or something.
Oh, what have I got attached to me now? Oh, Stasis, yeah! Yeah, the force powers.
Yeah, pretty much. Was this before or after BioShock?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because I was going to say, it's kind of similar to that. So BioShock 1 was 2007, so this is after BioShock. So I would say, it could be based off of it, but considering it was like a year, no, there's no way it was based on it, because games take time to make.
I keep getting my X and my Y mixed up. I did this in, like, other playthroughs and such, but that's entirely a me thing, and not a Dead Space thing.
I mean, the nice thing is, nowadays, you can literally plug in almost any console controller into another some way. Like, I got a little stick for my Switch that lets me just sync up a PS4 controller to it.
Okay.
And it's like, I'm very happy we live in a future now where it's like, nah, it's cool, just plug it in, it's fine.
Module should be able to help you with that arm mechanism.
I'm gonna be attacked here while doing puzzles, aren't I?
I hope not. That's the worst. That's just unfair difficulty, because you can't think and do it at the same time.
Especially not me. Manually attached claws to initiate repairs. Oh, hello.
There's a friend.
And he's dead.
He hates it.
He really does. Ah! Fuck me! That got me good. That was a top tier spook.
And you know that was programmed to be like, alright, make him go down in one hit so that the player thinks that they have a false sense of being okay. I think one thing you want to do is, yeah, just stomp everything just in case.
If I wasn't before, I sure shit am now.
Nothing remains unstomped.
You get one spook, don't worry about it.
This is Big Steppy, the game.
Stasis module brought down here now. We don't get this piece of shit off the track, it's gonna jam up the whole system.
Okay, doing good so far. Admittedly, these are, oh, I see. Right, yeah.
That's why they said you need the stasis to attach it and then say, no, stay, bad.
Run your ass off! Yeah. You watch, just 50 of them will come out of this thing.
Yeah. It's like, you've decided to get the train full of corpses.
Why? Why did you all turn corpses monsters at the same time? Sorry, I had a bit of a stroke there.
It happens when we're playing spooky games.
It does. It does.
Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
Well, maybe you should have got yourself a futuristic weapon. I'm just saying. No. No. Goodbye. I gotta say, it's a really visceral feeling game. I'm sorry. It's a word that needs to be said sometimes, but it feels good to kill things in this game.
No, that's the perfect word to use. And for people who don't, oh, look at that shadow up there. Did you see that? Yeah, there it is.
Are you coming down, or...? Okay, you stay up there then, it's fine.
He's just enjoying crawling around. It's some of these are like, they turn into mindless zombies, but some of them, they're like, nah, I just want to relive out my fantasies.
Slowly opening door. Still can't jump over this, it's just a wee bit too high. Oh, hello. This almost feels unfair.
Whoop.
It's cool, don't worry about it. Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus!
Whoa, that's, we are inside of one at the moment.
Shoot willy-nilly, marksman.
I was gonna say, I don't know why it got that achievement for you. I see you just, like, moving around, not knowing what to do.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Small med pack. You know what? Yes. There you go. What else do I have here?
It's just Gatorade. That's all it is.
Shut up, Dana. I'm trying to play a serious game for adults here.
Sorry, it's Powerade.
Seems like I should save Stasis for, like, the little ones that crawl and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. The big ones, it's no problem, because you can easily... Okay, he's gonna be alive this time, I bet. No?
If he was, he's not there.
See, we're starting to become paranoid.
Good thing. Good thing. Horror games should put you off your balance and whatnot. That's just me.
Is that a box there you can open? The glowing one?
They've been looking like Xboxes to me, so
it does look a bit like an Xbox.
Just been ignoring them, honestly. Ooh. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, okay. You just gotta stomp your Xbox.
Why not?
Did they just call it a save station? That's kind of, it's a little on the nose.
They didn't call it like a stasis station or anything of that ilk. Nope, just a save station.
Like Metroid calls it a recovery terminal or something.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I could also be super wrong.
That was pitch black what I just entered into.
It actually just loaded in.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Or maybe. Was I? Who knows?
See, now you're making me paranoid. Are you part of the game? Did I even start a Skype call with you?
Lalilulelo, lalilulelo.
Luigi is the lesser brother. That's all he'll ever be.
Let's see, who's the voice cast on this game? Because boy, I love that. So we have pretty much a bunch of very obscure people who I've never heard of. Kendra is voiced by Tontazin Carmelo, who is Echo in LEGO Marvel's Avengers, and Roxanne in The Crew and nothing else.
Run, Tom! Run and turn around! Okay, this one I need a little bit of time for. There you go. I saw him, like, getting back into the Venter one. I was like, do you really think that's gonna, like, trick me? I'm sorry if my gameplay is not optimal, by the way. You're getting what you're getting with these quick looks.
Oh, this isn't even a real speed run.
And so on. Should I stomp on this?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Should have done that.
Or not. Nope, that was a bad idea.
Did I even take damage from that? I'm not sure.
I think it might just be a stun thingy.
Yep, well, learning through gameplay.
Oh look, here he comes, so shoot that thing when he comes up.
Lord, here he comes. He's not happy. And one of those for good measure. Don't forget, Tom, you've got that. You can knock him back if need be.
So the speed run for Dead Space 1 is 2 hours and 29 minutes. Meaning if we don't complete a fifth of the game in this video, we are fake gamers.
Yeah, I guess we are, Tanner. I guess we are. Wow, I'm just getting like loads of pickups and whatnot.
That's good, because then later on they probably won't give you any of them.
Yeah, that's how they scale difficulty and whatnot.
I remember playing Resident Evil 4 for the first time, and it's like, wow, I have so many items, I'm never gonna die. And then it happened where I was like, I have no items, I am gonna die.
Yep, I'm getting a feel for the controls and whatnot now. But I have a feeling there's going to be tons more thrown at me before the end of this quick look, so I'm waiting with bated breath to be spooked once more. Dum-da-dum. Just a guy in a mask is just sitting on top of the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god! Well, I got one more spook in.
Ooh, those were hit pretty optimally.
Thank you. Hello. Again, this feels unfair.
Oh, this is interesting. So there's an achievement in this game called Live with the Hot Ones for setting enemies light with a flamethrower. This is a direct reference to an obscure line in the EA Code of Conduct saying that every employee has to, and I quote, live with the hot ones. No one had any idea what it meant, so it was became an in-joke at EA and was put into the game.
What a weird company EA is. Sometimes they're good, mostly they're bad.
As someone who technically previously worked for them, let me just say that, yeah, that's the best way to put it, because for every really dope thing that they did, which they did. Like, we got food trucks sent to us for free food based off of the characters from our game. We got free during our staff meetings. We'd go down and have an E3 style huge thing on stage with beer and chocolate. But then every now and then there was just something weird. But the funniest was, this was back when the Xbox One was new, they actually sent out a company email saying, please do not call it the X-Phone in official documents.
Wow.
Because people were doing it, and they're like, we're trying to respect this, please refer to it only as the Xbox One, or the X1, or the One, and we're just like, X-Phone is so much faster to write.
It is, it really is.
And when your job is writing bugs, you kind of do the X-Bone quite a bit, because it's just, I think someone just made a thing that converted every X-Bone into Xbox One.
Yeah. That's apparently what I needed. What else is in here? Is this a thing? Ooh, power node. I don't know what that is. Is it for upgrades?
I think those are the upgrade points. There's 2 power nodes in the first chapter.
Not an optimal run so far, but I'm doing good. How do I activate these power-ups?
I think you actually have to go to a power-up station. Or no, it's a workbench, if I recall.
Oh, is there a workbench
There might be
in
one
here?
in the maintenance bay.
Yep, there it is.
Or right there.
Gotcha. I can hear someone outside and he's all angry and whatnot. You're gonna have to wait.
If I remember, the upgrades in this get real good. Like, there's some that you get and you're like, wow, that changes everything.
Oh god, a sphere grid.
You're not wrong.
Let's see. No adjacent node detected. Oh, okay, so I have to start
You
it
gotta
off.
start at the, over there.
There you go.
Damage up is always a good one.
It's a good job I took shop in high school.
No, you just shove it in there. It'll learn how to work.
I was always terrified of the saws and whatnot, not the movies. Can you get off the screen, please? Anyway, bands aside, yeah, I was, it was a good job I had a friend who, like, made my project for me, because I was terrible with cutting stuff and whatnot.
You're telling this to a teacher, Tom. Do you know how I feel?
Am I supposed to care? I'm not in school anymore.
No, it's fine. I did similar stuff. And I'm a teacher now.
Yeah. Look at him.
Yeah, so cut off the head and they just go like, frenzy, and go nuts.
I can hear them moving about. It's like me when new Steven Universe news comes out. Like you just hear me in the distance getting closer and closer. Oh god, he's a big lad. Yeah, that's right.
Smack him right in the gob.
It's okay, I got him. No, not dead.
You're not dead. In space!
It's okay. That's one. And now I stomp him. And again.
Okay, you know he's dead because of the ragdoll.
Good. That's all I need. I'm using a lot of health packs, but whatevs.
It is early game.
I mean, if they're gonna give them to me, I'm gonna use them. Alright, we'll get back to wherever we have to take this data board to, and I think that'll suffice.
Yeah. We have experienced death in space.
Yeah, the space has been pretty dead, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm waiting for you. Oh, but Jesus! I was not ready. Jesus. I really was curb stomping a bitch. I should probably save.
This game is definitely teaching you to be like around corners, do the cool military gun around corner things, you know.
Around corners, never yawners. That's a joke.
Sure.
It's an attempt at one time.
I understood it. I definitely did. And I'm definitely not gonna sandbag it Omega hard.
God, why you gotta be such a mat? Is this it? This where I have to put the thing in? Data board is missing.
Well, we got it. So maybe it goes into a slot or something?
Tell me where I can put this. in
Do you
there.
have your little... Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, we have our wonderful lifeline that just tells us where to go.
Haha. They can take the tram, and I'll stay here and die.
And we use it, and then we hear, sorry, the tram is delayed due to unexpected...
Who's alive right now to make that statement?
It's just, sometimes there's just... You know how public transport works.
It Good work.
just doesn't work that well.
Strange. The quarantine just lifted.
Well, off they go.
Whoever was in the flight lounge must have left. That's lucky for us. Isaac, get back to the Kellion and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to
Your
die
lack
out
of
here.
confidence in me is...
Again, I just feel like the third wheel here. You know, I'm not exactly adding anything to this conversation.
No, you can't even get a word in edgewise. The joke is a
Just
silent
get us out of here
protagonist.
alive.
Well, that's gonna do it for this quick look, guys. If you want to see more of Dead Space, feel free to request it in the comments. We could always do some streams and whatnot of it, but for now, that's what you get when you get a HSC quick look. You get a smidgen of the game, we get to give our opinions and whatnot. I will say, very meaty game in terms of like combat. It got me more than a few times, real-wise spooks, and I love the aesthetic. Like, still looks good to this day. That's a good art direction for you. And you'll notice, this is a more realistic game, so to speak, but I think it straddles the line between the more grey and gritty shooters and some of the more colourful ones, just for use of blood against all the greys and the browns and the oranges.
No, it definitely has a great art style going for it, and even if, even the way the suit looks and everything, it definitely has a style going for it that I think makes it quite timeless looking.
Indeed. So, here's everyone who's currently pledged. Thank you, guys. If you want to see a game of your choice, quick look, one that may not necessarily be playthrough worthy, but you just want to see on the channel, you can help by supporting us and pledging on the quick look tiers. They start at $50. There's also a 55 tier one, which gets you an hour of TV comms of your choice as well, so consider that if you want to splash out, I guess. And we'll see you soon for another HFC Patreon quick look. Bye bye.
Ciao.